still prefer GSP Anderson to Anderson Joel?
I'll take either one.
Both?
I'll take either one of them, and both. Take either one and both.
Could Jones move up to heavyweight in the future?
It'll happen.
It'll happen.
It'll happen.
Definitely.
It'll definitely happen.
Dana, you talked about your own change in perception with regards to Ronda Rousey and a women's division within the UFC.
Yeah.
Your perception changed. You talked about the UK being 5 to 7 years behind America in terms of perception. Do you ever get tired?
Behind the rest of the world.
Well, behind the rest of the world in perception. Do you ever get tired of going and trying to have to change perception around the world, because it is a part of your job? Do you ever get tired of having to do that?
It's what I do, man. That's literally what I've been doing for 13 years since we own this thing. No, it doesn't. You know, it's really just about doing business. You know, the market here in the UK isn't like the United States. There aren't a zillion channels here where there's all this competition. Things are pretty locked up tight here. It's a tough market to break into, and they can put the squeeze on you here if they want to, and they have been on us. There's no doubt about it. You guys know as well as anybody who watches this sport, you put us on the biggest network in the UK. We did it in the United States when people thought it couldn't happen in the United States. We did it in Brazil. We just went to China and put on the most successful event in Macau history. Everywhere we go, it happens, and it will happen here too. Just they, give us that platform, and we know we'll do it, but they're not going to give us that platform.
But it is having that platform, isn't it, in order to have it in the mainstream, for it to be seen by enough eyes.
Yeah.
And
for us to bring the UFC to the UK the way that you want it, and the way that the fans want it, and the way that it should be here, we've got to have that television deal.
Is Anderson signed now? How many is he signed?
Signed? We didn't. He's not signed yet. No, the deal's not done yet.
So what was his 10-fight deal then?
Well, I said, where that came from was I said, we're working on doing a new 8-fight deal with him, and he said, let's do a 10-fight deal. That was what I said. I didn't say we did it, we signed it.
You accidentally got misquoted. People took your tech, they quoted you wrong. They reported it as it was done when you had
Not what I
actually
said.
is that an indication of the process with Anderson then?
It
You
is.
say 8-fight,
Yeah,
he says 10, you say that's what you mean.
Yeah.
It's
Listen,
fun,
if he
really.
wants to sign 8, I'm fine with 8. He said 10, Yeah, I'm not worried about the Anderson Silva situation whatsoever. It's the last thing on my mind.
See any of the fan expos this year in Vegas?
I don't know about Vegas, but yeah, actually it would be Vegas, wouldn't it? Yes.
Memorial Day, 4th of July, is that locked in yet? But maybe one.
Definitely one.
Definitely one and elsewhere as well?
Yeah. That's one of the things that we're talking about when we do this thing out in the UK. We're talking about doing big fan expos built around these things. More than fan expos, even bigger than fan expos. We've got some big plans for the UK. We just got to get this shit done this week. We've got some big plans. It's going to be fun.
Young Ryan Couture has just joined the UFC from Strikeforce.
I do know that. Yeah, I swear.
He's got his first match lined up for Sweden. He's fighting Ross Pearson.
Yep.
He's a pretty highly ranked guy for your debut match. Is there an element of FU Randy Couture in that piece of matchmaking?
Not even a little bit. I would never do that. I would never. I mean, I called Ryan after the beef with me and his dad.
Yeah.
I called him. We had a man-to-man conversation. It went very well as far as I was concerned. I would never do that to the kid, and I told him too. He said, I'm honored to be in the UFC. That's where I want to